Welcome to the Cap Guy Show, starring JT and the Cap Guy. Now here's the Cap Guy.
Good morning, peeps and peepettes. My hair's a mess. I'm not wearing a hat today. I guess I can't be the Cap Guy if I'm not wearing a hat. I am running since 7 o'clock or slightly before. Caught a few people open. If you didn't watch my video yesterday, I only found a few because it rained, and I scored big with the Atari 130 XE. I did test it last night. It does work. So I started on auction at $250. I paid $2 for it. And now I am running, and there are at least 100 yard sales or more in these neighborhoods. I've already scored big at one of mine. The lady I got to talking about, of course, I'm always looking for video games. I don't know why. They're not the only thing you should be looking for. And I saw some golf clubs, and I asked her what they were because I'd already went back to my car. She comes back and says some brand, and she didn't really know what she had. It was her husband's. So I went up to look, and she goes, "Oh, I got this Ping driver," and she pulls it out of the corner of the garage. And this Ping driver I actually have, and it's a $400 driver. And she said that her husband won it in a golf tournament, but he likes his driver, so he wants $25 for it. Well, needless to say, I bought it. 25 bucks. It sells for 400. I don't know what it currently comps at, but it is brand new with the head cover and everything. So I grabbed it, and I'll be back. All right, we're back at it. I just bought a few video games. I finally got the guy to open up that had a Nintendo yesterday, posted on Facebook, and I'd already been in this neighborhood, but he wasn't open because of the rain. Long story short, he had 188 Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and N64 games, and he wanted $5 a piece, and he said some kid was with his mother and bought them all, but he said none of the games were worth more than $10 or $15, so I wouldn't have done that deal. I like to buy video games, but I am not paying $5 a game if they're worth only $10 or $12. Mario Paint, stuff like that. So yeah, better him than me. And as much as I would have wanted the vintage stuff, I just gotta have value. I did pick up some stuff, and I will show you that when I get home, but I'm still going. It's 8:30 in the morning. I've been going since just before 7 again, and there are so many out here. It is unreal. In one case, I did get some video games only because I ask, and I tell people all the time, if you don't have them out, you don't see them, ask. And the kid and me got to talking, and he had a Sega handheld Sega Gear, but he had 3 of them, but he said none of them worked, and they won't work. He repairs them, but I want it as a display. So he threw in a bunch of games for $3, and 2 of them are GameCube, one being King Kong. So that itself pays for everything. I already have that game actually. So now I am running to other areas of this neighborhood called Surrey Hills, and technically Yukon, Oklahoma, but it's on the northeast side out of town. And it's a big older subdivision that's been here since the 70s and 80s. Not that you care, but I am running to find more stuff. I'll try to film at some of them a little bit. Early on, I am running, so I don't like to film when I'm running because I'm trying to jump from place to place. And as you can see, I'm one of those people that comes up on a street and just hits my brakes and goes in. And I don't know which direction this one is. So, since I don't read signs when I turn into neighborhoods, do y'all do that? I'm a man, so men don't like directions. I like to know where I'm going, and I like waste my time running around looking for stuff that I should just look at the sign and go from there. But it is what it is, right? I don't see a lot in this neighborhood, but slow down and drive. You see a bunch of cars, you figure that's probably it. Especially when you see cars in the street. And if I don't see them soon, I leave the area. But there is somebody else that's been out chasing video games, because I've heard people say you aren't the only one asking. So that's typical, and that's why you got to get out early to get the stuff. It is very windy today, and I see four on this neighborhood already. Well, I keep scoring video games, but every time I get to one where they have them, somebody's already been there and took the good ones. He was selling his Super Nintendos for $1 a piece, and I got some low-end games, but that's okay. And then I asked about hats. He went up to his attic and brought out some, and one of them is a Sports Specialties Utah Jazz hat. And if you don't know about Sports Specialties, you definitely want to grab any Sports Specialties ball cap, sports related. He also had some vintage sports caps like Atlanta Braves. He's a big Braves fan. And some other hats that are going to need some serious cleaning, but for $1 a piece, which is what I paid, I'm okay with that. And then I got some Hoka 13s for size 13, $5. So that's a score. Those will go for $40, $45 all day long, and they're clean already, so I don't have to do much to them. And I just continue to push along and not spending a lot of money. Just, you know, $10 here, $5 there, $8 there. So it does add up, but I don't think I'm over. If I'm over 100, not much. And I've got a lot of valuable stuff in my car. I don't know about this guy. I paid $5 for him, but the reason I did is he's something to do with Optimus Prime from 2016. Paul, you'll know about him. She wanted $5, so I paid it because I'm gonna look him up, and if he's not worth much, I got an 8-year-old grandson that would love that. So yeah, man, my hair is a mess, but it's windy, it's humid, it's 74, and it's 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm still going. I usually won't go past about 10 because I feel like I've exhausted the ones that are early bird, you know, video game stuff, and there is somebody out there buying a lot of the video games and has beat me to some of these. The one that I just went to was 7:30 in the morning that they were there, and I was in the area, but I just, you know, there's so many, you can't hit them all in that frame, so you're not gonna get everything. And here's another one. Man, they're just everywhere. So let's go see what they got. Have I already been here? Sometimes you go in circles and you've already been there. So my guess is I may have. Well, I spent all of $10 there. It was actually $9.30, but I didn't want any change, so I told her to keep the 10 because I scored one sealed PS3 game, 2 other PS3 games. I don't know the value because I'm not familiar. The one I got sealed was a Batman game. Probably not a ton of money in value, but hey, it's sealed. 3 Oakley sunglass cases for 10 cents each. Those go for about 15, 16 a piece. And then, what else did I get? I forgot now. Some cases, jewel cases, and see, I already forgot what I got. Oh, some crew, like makeup or shave kit bags for 50 cents a piece. And then I got some TI calculators for 50 cents a piece. So yeah, crazy. I'll take it. And I'm still running around. I'm gonna show you guys, not me. want video games. I gotta get out of this area because somebody's already hit them all. I'm getting near the end for more than one reason. One, tired. And two, it's 9:30 and I'm starting to cycle through, but I am still finding stuff. I just bought a case of hygiene wipes. She wanted $1 a pack. They were 24 in a case, and I've actually bought them before. Again, not that y'all care about this, but I got them for 20 for 24 of them. So now I'm just trying to navigate the neighborhood, as you can see, because not only is there construction going on, but everybody and their brothers out here shopping. And this is what it looks like in Surrey Hills on neighborhood yard sale week. Okay, personal. You know what I like to say? Drive like you own the car. Don't drive like Grandma Moses, because I don't. I drive defensively, but I'm not a very patient person when it comes to waiting on people that should know how to drive by now. And follow the safety rules. So I'm not stopping at these sales because I know they're not going to have video games, because somebody's ahead of me and beating me to them of the ones of any value. Oh my God, there's a ton of people down here, so I don't know why there's a line, but I'll show you. I don't see anything now, but as you can see, it's almost like we're filming a movie and the extras are showing up. Just crazy. I don't know where you live, if they're the same. A lot of kids' clothes, and I don't resell children's clothes. Oh, and great, I get a dead end. Look at just the line of cars and people. There's even people in golf carts out here shopping because there's so many. They're just one right after the other. Now I'm at the point where I'm just driving to see what I can see. And if I don't see anything that appeals right off the bat, I move on, because there's just too many to keep up with. I know not all of you would do that, but I've been going for a while, so I'm going to pull in here and hit about 3 or 4. Yeah, they're just everywhere. We'll be playing golf.
$1 more dollar. Thank you. Well, another one. Is this for sale? I think that she's out there. Your baby's so cute. Thank you. Let's put them right here. Hi. Oh, you're so pretty. Which baby is it? No, I don't think so. I think this. Oh, it's her with the hat. I think. You could just start pricing things. Ooh, that's really cute. I bet. Yes, it is. How much is it? That is $60. Now, do you see it has a bad section on the one end top? A lava lamp was set on there. But it's in great 10. Yeah. Sorry.
It's all right. I mean, I feel like that's
But I can see it here.
All right, no dull comments, please.
You got a lot of garage sales to get today.
There's a ton.
It is. A little windy. Other than that.
All right, I think I'm at the end of my rope or sail. I will do a video. Not that I haven't been doing them. And I apologize, I don't do a lot of them at yard sales showing you what's there, because I'm the kind of person that early on in a yard sales history or life, kind of like a tornado, I'm on the run because I'm trying to beat other resellers to the stuff that's out here. And if you don't get up early and get out there and run, they're going to bypass you and they're going to get the stuff that you're after. And again, I shouldn't just be looking for video games. I'm looking for ball caps. I'm looking for action figures. I'm looking for anything that I think has got value. If it's cheap enough, I'm going to buy it and take a chance. And just like the Ping driver that I picked up today, that's $400 new, never been used. The guy wanted it in some kind of a golf tournament and he likes another driver, so she said he wants 25 for it. I didn't even try to get her down on it, and then somebody came up and saw it and offered me 70, and of course I declined because because I know what it's worth, and I actually own that same driver that I never hit either, because I don't get to play golf much with as busy as I am with this business. So I'm working my way back to the house. If I see other stuff, I'll stop. If not, I'll head home and unload. And I've got quite a haul today. I don't think I'll do yard sales tomorrow because I don't want to get too far behind in listing, and I will if I go out again. So I think I'll just stick to listing and work on that, because next week is the 100-mile yard sale and I want to go on that, and I don't want to be behind. I do have all my packages that I sold last night ready to go, so I just got to go pick those up at the house, and it's a good thing I left them there because I wouldn't have had room to put them in this little car. So I'll get those, go to the post office, grab some lunch, and I'll be back. I'll be back. All right, I'm home. And I spent, it looks like $255 is what I'm counting. I didn't have that much spent until I went to the last yard sale near my house. The guy had a bunch of Abu Garcia Ambassador reels in the box that were his father's. He wanted $35 a reel, and I got them for less. I paid $150 for those and a bunch of VHS tapes and a PS1 game. And I'll show you those right now. I got a lot of ball caps. I got DVDs. I got video games. I got some Lego. I got some Hoka. I got a couple of Nike shoes. And then I got that Ping driver that I talked about in my video that's going to be the holy grail and pay for everything in this lot, plus some. I'll go through these with you, and I'll try to keep it short and sweet. Show you what I spent about $255 on. There are a few personal things that I grabbed that I won't show you because they're not going anywhere, except in my stuff. And yeah, let's get started. Stay tuned. Okay, the first thing that I bought, or one of the first things I bought, was this Ping. And I was actually talking to the lady about her golf clubs. I'd already got back to the car with what I bought. And I said, hey, what are those golf clubs brand? And she was looking. She didn't know anything about golf. So I walked back up there. And she goes, oh. And I was like, yeah, I'm not really interested. And she goes, well, I got this. And it was in the corner of the garage. And of course it had its cover, and I have a ping driver myself. And she said he wants 25 for it. He wanted some kind of raffle or golf tournament, but he likes the other driver that he has. Well, it's got the $399 tag still on it. It is a G 10 degree SF Tech turbulator Vortec, and I paid 25 bucks for it. Somebody tried to buy it for $70 from me that I was talking to about it, and I said no. I thought it was brand new, but I do see a dimple mark on the club, so they've hit it at least once or twice. It is in pristine condition, but sold comps on used looks like about 160 to 188 in that range. So I'm good with that because I paid 25 bucks. So there you go. There's number one. I'm gonna get that out of my way. And again, I spent about $255, and I'm gonna kind of go through some of this stuff. Some of this stuff I got cheaply, and I'm getting ready to go, of course, to Hawaii. This is a J. Crew, like shave kit, makeup bag, all that kind of stuff. They had two of these, so I grabbed them both for 50 cents a piece. I mean, why not, right? Put some of this stuff away because I got to take it and list it. I got 3 of these in different sizes. These are Oakley sunglass cases, and if you've never sold these are always a pickup. They go for about $16, $17. Sometimes free shipping, sometimes I add shipping, but 10 cents a piece. I got 3 of them. I'm good with that, right? I got this for $1. Comes with a charger. It is a Olympus voice recorder because, I mean, I always want to record my voice or JT's voice and then play it in Walmart over the loudspeaker, right? Well, maybe not. Okay, I'll go through these. I got a lot of different games at different places. Somebody was beating me to a lot of the video game places or the video places and buying the better games, but I still scored some good stuff. So I'm okay with paying $1 a piece for these. Dig and Spike Volleyball, Tetris 2, Off-Road, Family Feud. I know that's not worth much. But for $1 a piece, I'm going to buy any Super Nintendo game. That's just the way I roll. Super Bowling, Ken Griffey, Live 97, Super Bases Loaded, and Cool Spot. And I think I actually have Cool Spot. I got this as part of that 150 for the reels. It's Digimon 3 on PS1. That, I think, has got some decent value. He had it marked 50 cents, and he had a Madden game. I didn't grab that one. I picked up a bunch of these, and I'm just going to show you rather than go through each one individually. Most of these were $2 or $1 a piece. The Batman is sealed, so I don't know what that's worth sealed. I haven't looked it up, but there's some of the games I got for basically $2 a piece, except for the ones that are marked 50 cents. And again, I'll give 50 cents for anything. Jade Empire. There are 2 GameCubes. These games in this area from here to here were $3 for all of them, including there's a GameCube King Kong. So it didn't even give maybe a quarter or 50 cents for that. And then the rest of these are in that. The Super Smash Brothers actually has a Wii Sports in it. And again, I'm okay with that. I gave $5. Oh, I didn't get that at a yard sale. $5 for these. I need some cleaning, but these are decent shoes to pick up. They're U size. There's a gun case for $2. I'll come back to the hats. I got this guy for $5. Wasn't sure what he's worth, but he's got some people inside his legs and in his chest. So I don't know. Paul, tell me what he is. Of course, y'all know who that is. Chewbacca. I paid $10 for the series of Family Guy for a bunch of them. That's not all of them, but that's okay. I gave a couple, I think $3 for all this Lego stuff. And again, I don't know if there's any value here, but since they were assembled, I went ahead and grabbed them. I gave $5 for the Hokas, and I know that's a good deal. Those are 13s. Those will easily be $40, $45 shoes. And then 50 cents a piece, but this was included in the 150 bundle for the fishing reels. And it's almost all Gundam or other stuff like this. And if everybody knows about that, it's all VHS, but again, 50 cents, I'm gonna do it. There's another pair of shoes I gave $5 for, and then these reels. These are all Abu Garcia reels, and he wanted 25 to 35 a piece, and I gave $150 for, what is this, 7 reels plus these in the PS1, $150. So I'll do some comps on that and kind of figure out what they're worth. And then now we're going to get into the hats, because I bought some hats. Man, y'all ever get wore out when you're doing this? Oh, I got a couple of calculators for 50 cents a piece too. One is a TI. No, I can't read it. And a Casio, but it's a higher end Casio. Okay, hats I gave a quarter a piece for, and I got 12 of them. There are a couple of home runs in here. This one I don't know. It's a Reselling WF Attitude. Get me some. It's got the tag still on it. I don't know if that's anything crazy. But I grabbed it for a quarter. Some of these need cleaning, and as you can see, they're crushed. They was in his attic. This is a starter Cowboys hat. How about them Cowboys? And again, if I can't get them clean, I paid a quarter a piece. This is a vintage Nike Oklahoma Sooner hat, but it's going to have to be really cleaned. It is a snapback, and it is vintage. He was a big Braves fan, so I got some Brave stuff too. Here's a Notre Dame Fighting Irish Reebok hat. Again, a quarter. Got to clean it up. Here's a pretty cool little Braves hat with some pinstriping. This one is by, what is this? I guess it's just genuine merchandise of the major leagues. Here's one. I just sold a Chicago Bulls hat yesterday for $60. This one's older too, and there's the tags you kind of see inside there. I don't know what that one's worth, but guess what? I start high and work low. Here's another wrestling thing. This would be something like Bama Pickin'. I guess you'd probably wear that, or Yinzer Picker, Mike. WF Attitude, and yeah, quarter. I'm not done, but I dropped one on the floor. This one is a vintage hat too. Again, these all need cleaning and reshaping. That's a Detroit Tigers, probably worn by Tom Selleck in Magnum PI. I got this, but only for my backdrop because the kid said he repaired these. He had 3 of them. I've never seen one, so I grabbed it to put in my backdrop because it doesn't work, and he said it never will again. He said what happens is the boards explode, and they're no good anymore. This was a pretty cool Braves hat, and again, it needs cleaning, and again, if I can't get it clean, it's only a quarter. I didn't lose anything. Here's another starter, and this one is OU, vintage starter, and how you know vintage OU is their O is rounded in the OU logo. If it's squared, it's older, probably 90s or earlier. There's a Cardinals New Era fitted for a quarter. And then here's the one that probably is the grail of all of them. Again, it don't need as much cleaning as the others. But this is a Sports Specialties Utah Jazz cap. And Sports Specialties is a hat you want to find. Almost any sports team, San Jose Sharks, doesn't matter. If it says Sports Specialties, this has some value. I haven't comped it, but for a quarter, it could pay for all those hats plus a bunch more. So there's what I spent $255 on. And again, how did I do? Yeah, I'm going to get all my money back, or a good chunk of it from the driver. And then those reels got to be worth money. Typically, when I see Abu Garcias, they go for anywhere from 60 to as much as 120 a reel. And if I got them for, say, 25 or 30 a reel, I'm good with that. So, yeah, there you go. Y'all have a fantastic day. I hope you're finding some treasures as well. And I will talk to you next time on The Cap Guy Show. I missed 3 items. So I paid $1 a piece for these. Dell Jr., this guy did something with Greg Biffle, but that's a pretty cool shirt for $1. Here's another one. This is a Greg Biffle Polo. And then this jacket. And I think I paid 5 or 6 for this all together. And is this, oh, this is Mark Martin. There you go. Windbreaker, for those of you that love NASCAR. And there you go. Forgot. So add about $5-6 to my sales. So maybe about 260, 262, something like that. Yeah, I still did all right. All right, I'm back. I have not looked up everything, but I did look up a few things. This is actually 2001, this Reselling Get Some. Used These go for about 80 bucks. This one's new with tags. It just needs to be wiped off, and it's never been worn. This will go for over 100 bucks, or around 100 bucks. So that was a score off of a quarter. The Sports Specialties Jazz Cap, there were just 2 sold just like this. Both took a best offer off of $129.99. Again, I paid a quarter. So those are scores, big scores. The fishing reels, I've got Abu Garcia 6500 Cs. I've got like a few of those. The 4s, and then I've got a 5500. Altogether, I paid $21.40 per reel. There's 7 reels. I paid $150 for all of it, plus the Digimon, which is worth about $35. The Gundam tapes and the reels. So altogether, just the reels sold comps $607. So I did okay, and I haven't comped everything. Again, I'll get into it and let you know. But yeah, I scored again. Take chances. Sometimes I don't know what I got, and I just plug away. But ask questions. I got the caps by asking. The man had them in his attic, in his garage. He went and got them. I asked about the video games and the Sega Gear thing, and I got them. So if you don't ask, chances are you're going to miss it. And sometimes you still won't get it because they don't want to get rid of it. But if you don't ask, you won't receive. So always ask, and then kind of negotiate and work a deal. And you come out shining like a rock. A good rock, like a geode. Yeah. See you later.